Fun fact, I've never purchased an Apple product for myself. I've never talked about it on the channel, and now I just about make enough money to be able to buy it, talk about it, and let you know how I feel about spending my money on getting this, the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. And this. And this. Let's talk about it. Now, as I was unboxing, I was quite surprised to realize that the Magic Keyboard package was almost as heavy as the iPad packaging. But we'll talk more about that, so keep watching. But yeah, I went all out and I got the full squad. Now, some of my friends asked me, why did you get the pen, Sil? And I was like, well, if you get yourself the iPad Pro 12.9 inch 512 gigs variant, and then you get yourself the Magic Keyboard, you've often got some spare change left, and that's when you get the pen, Sil. But what I was really thinking is, how am I gonna get my money's worth of experience from this laptop aspiring product? And well, I do have a lot more to use before I can get to that, but I really think I may have got myself something that I don't really need. There are a few things that came off instantly, and let's talk about that. From a design perspective, and to be very honest, it's just as I'd expected to be. Premium, super high quality finish, and really lightweight for a 12.9 inch tablet. But even the Galaxy Tab S7 or S7 Plus, which is nearly half the price, pretty much nails all of that. So why the extra money? Well, it's the little things. The stability of the design. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall or the tablet would slip. Even while typing, it just doesn't move. It gives you the confidence to use without any sort of, worrying thoughts, and you can focus on work. So yeah, the magnetic strength of the tablet, and even with the pencil, it's really great. Now remember I said that the keyboard package was heavy? Well, it's not just heavy, it's also really expensive. You can get some fully functional Android tablets for the price of that keyboard. But it's again the little things. And here goes. I already spoke about the magnetic hold and just how stable the entire setup is. So that's definitely a big one, and the keyboard is a big reason for that. Secondly, they've introduced a charging point over here with the keyboard. Ordinarily, you wouldn't care and you would just charge the tablet the normal way. But what Apple tried to do was, hey, if you're sitting on the left edge of the table, then you can just charge from here. And if you're on the right edge, then charge directly into the tablet. And that keeps your setup really neat and tidy. Next, this is an auto backlit keyboard. So it senses when it's too dark around you and will automatically light up the keys. There are also these tiny soft paddings at the hinge that protect the edge of the iPad from any kind of scuffing every time you fold it back up or down. And just the whole typing experience, the tactility. It's just not very different from a 13.3 inch Ultrabook. It's really comfortable and I can totally see myself enjoying typing on this. And that's how you get yourself a $300 worth of keyboard. Probably it is the most expensive keyboard that I've bought and I would buy in years to come. Now, along with the price, there are a few things that I did not like about the keyboard. It's really difficult to open this in the first shot, and with a pencil that could be magnetically stuck, it actually gets even trickier. The tilt of this thing is a little limiting. I really wish it tilted more. So, if I want to use this as a tablet in a more comfortable manner, or just write better, more naturally, without having to bend my wrist too much, I can't do that. I have to unhook it from the Magic Keyboard. Now this pencil, this is definitely not for me. It's too fancy. It's excellent. The weight distribution, the way it feels in your hand, the material, and of course the way it just glides on the screen to write or to draw. It's super smooth. Now there are apps like Procreate, where this pencil, if you use it, it turns you into a superhero. This, the kind of stuff you can do. But if you take this pencil out of the context of an app, it can't do much by itself in the iPad OS environment. But then for artists who are professionally into sketching or doodling or illustrations, for those guys, the iPad with the pencil is a no-brainer. There's nothing like it, not in the Android world for sure. Now, so far I've only talked about the iPad Pro with the keyboard and the pencil, but the iPad Pro is for a lot of other things, right? The display and the performance on this thing is phenomenal, as it should be for the price. The screen is crazy bright, super crisp, and videos on this display look out of the world. And what really makes this even better is the sound output on the iPad Pro. I mean, I'm not gonna put a microphone and, make you hear, because it's really an experience that you need. But I did it anyway. And there's still no justice I can do to how good this sounds. The volume, the clarity, and even the bass, the depth in that sound output is amazing. I mean, I always thought the Galaxy Tab S7 and the Tab S7 Plus were really good, with their Dolby Atmos and quad speakers. This beats it, hands down. But the last few days, I have pushed myself to use the iPad over my MacBook Pro or my desktop, and just to see how much of my routine work can be done on the iPad. And of course, I will report all of that to you in another video. So make sure you're subscribed, stay tuned, and I'll get that information out to you. But if I already have a MacBook Pro and a really high performance desktop, there's really not much for me to do on this iPad Pro, especially when I don't even use the Pencil. This is really just a premium 2021 version of a 2-in-1 MacBook Pro. And do note, not all professional software would work the same as they work on a MacBook Pro. I mean, this is not geared for high-end, super professional work. For example, I use Sketch on the MacBook Pro for a couple of UX projects. I can't do that on this. Sketch will not work the way it does on that. But as I said, I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna try and use this as much as I can for entire time and see how much of my regular laptop or desktop work can actually be ported on this, and we'll talk about that in a separate video. Now, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section so I can address all of that in the video that I do work on. And guys, if you really enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell notification icon. I'll see you guys in the next one.